Today, we're down Mumbles, Swansea to meet my client Marcus. Marcus got his first rent-to-rent in just 2 weeks of working with me, and that's from sourcing the deal to fully operational. So we come down to meet him, find out how it's going, and what his advice is for people just getting started. All right, cool. So how much did it cost then to get this rent-to-rent set up?
2,300.
Yeah, and what was that made up of?
So that is the rent, first month's rent, the deposit, and I put money to the side then for the first month gas, electric, Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's smart.
And all the utility bills, just to cover myself.
Can you let us know then who furnished this unit?
So the landlord furnished the unit. When we viewed it, it was fully furnished, absolutely immaculate, to be honest, at a good standard. And that's what made me want this property more, was because it was just less stress as well of me getting furniture, sourcing the furniture, obviously funding for the furniture as well. So yeah, it was a good deal as well, like obviously being fully furnished. So yeah, man, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only imagine how much this furniture would cost. We're talking at least 2 to 3 grand right there, aren't we?
Exactly. That's what I said to my partner was, I think we've saved about 3.5 grand, maybe 4 grand if we wanted it to get it to this standard. So like, as you can see, it's immaculate in here, like. So
it's perfect for your first one, because I remember my first one, I had to furnish the whole thing.
Yeah.
And not only does it cost a lot of money, but boy, does it take a lot of time.
Exactly.
And my first one was a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
And it already had a sofa and things, but even just like the little things, you know, like the little things, like all the glasses and cutlery, you know, the little plants, putting the pictures on the wall, the TV, you've literally got all that.
Exactly. And you don't, that is time consuming. You don't realize it. Like when you walk into a property, you just see things. You don't realize how much it takes to go and sourcing it, putting it up, paying for it. It's a lot.
It is, isn't
so
it?
It was a bonus having all this like this, to be honest. So
so how much are you making from this deal?
So we're making around 1,000 to 1,500 a month, and then come the summer months, we're hoping to earn maybe anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 a month.
Okay, and why is that? Why are you going to be earning more in the summer months rather than
just
now?
Because in this particular area, obviously being right on the seafront, the houses do go up a lot, the Airbnbs do go up a lot. So we're just trying to keep in line with the other Airbnbs.
Right. And then right now, how much are you charging a night then in order to achieve that £1,500 a month or that £1,000 a month?
So at the moment we are charging £90 a night.
£90?
£90
okay.
a night, yes.
And are you charging a little bit less now because it's a new listing, rather than, you know, when you've got a bunch of 5-star reviews? Will you up the price then?
Yeah, we will up the price, but not massively, just a little fraction.
By a tenner, is it?
Exactly, yeah. So we will be upping it eventually, but like I said, we're a new business, so we just want to get the reviews in and get some good bookings in. And yeah, maybe then we can up the price a little bit more then once we're established, like.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, what made you choose this location then? We're in Mumbles. What made you pick here?
Well, this location is absolutely amazing, to be honest. It's the best location. It's right on the beachfront. It's right next to a restaurant, a local pub. You've got Joe's Ice Cream just footsteps away. You've got a park, you've got a splash pad. We've got the pier just on the road, which they've just put in a big wheel down there.
Yeah.
They've got an upside house that's down there now as well, so
wow.
it's great for children. And as I said, when I was a kid coming down here, I absolutely loved it. So it's brilliant for young children to play in the sand. And as I just said just now, you've got the splash park as well. I think just a short drive away, we got the swimming pool with the slides and all the fun stuff for the kids.
So it sounds like very family orientated.
Yes.
Okay, so how did you find this property then?
So we rang up a couple of estate agents in the local area. We were asking, they have any landlords that's willing to work with a company.
Okay, cool. Did you have to ring up a lot of estate agents?
We rang up a few, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because obviously being a new company, they just wanted to know the background about ourselves.
Yeah. Well, how do you get around that then? Because for most people, you're going to be a new company at least once, aren't you? Like,
Yes.
I was a new company once,
Exactly.
You were a new company. What did you say then to get the agents to trust you and take you seriously?
Yeah, so basically we just explained to them that this is gonna be our first Airbnb.
Okay, so you were honest.
Yeah, it's gonna be our first unit.
Yeah.
Which is gonna give us 100% attention into this unit.
Yeah.
So we will be on top of things.
Okay. And what else did you say? Did you mention anything about the training that you've done and stuff?
Yeah, so I said that we've not invested. We've invested highly into training.
So when you rang this estate agent, when they said about it being a new company, what was your response to that then?
Well, we just basically explained to them that obviously because we are a new company and this is our first Airbnb, our first unit, that it's going to have 100% of our attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've invested highly into training and systems. Proven systems as well with yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been a massive help as well, and a massive confidence boost in speaking to landlords and estate agents.
Yeah.
So,
and then once you told them then that you'd invested into the systems and training, and using the word proven is quite clever as well. I like that, by the way.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like a bit awkward then once you just answer the objection, like, oh, we've invested in systems and training, what do you do next then in order to move the conversation forward?
So then I asked them, when can we see the property? So then we could just get things rolling straight away, like. Right.
So what you're saying is you handled the objection. You told them that you'd got the systems and the training, and they was going to get 100% of your focus. You made the objection into a good thing.
Yeah.
And then rather than staying stuck on that, you asked a question to move it off and move it towards actually viewing the property.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really clever.
They can see that we're 100% on it and we want to be in this property.
Yeah. And also it puts you in a position of you're controlling the conversation because you're the one asking the questions.
Exactly.
And what I like to throw in there as well, and I'm sure you do this as well, is like, oh, we need to see the property to make sure it's the right fit for us as well.
Yes.
Because it works both ways. It's not like we're just trying to get something. We're doing a win-win by, managing the property and looking after the property and everything. So why wouldn't we have questions as well?
Exactly, yeah.
So we need to ask our questions.
And we are a business and we need to answer questions as well.
Yeah, and guide the conversation to where we need to go.
Exactly.
There we are.
Yeah.
So why would a landlord then want to give you his property so that you can put it on Airbnb? Why wouldn't they just do it themselves?
Because we take a lot of stress off their hands. We manage the property. We clean the property.
Right.
We maintain the property.
Yeah.
It's just basically stress-free.
Right, so it's a stress-free management for them. They get their rent on time every month.
It's just basically passing the stress onto us, basically, that we take off their hands.
Right. So you're solving somebody else's problem.
Yes.
And you're making a bit of money for solving that problem, basically, which is what entrepreneurs do.
It's win-win then, isn't it?
Win-win, yeah. So Marcus, what is it that you do for work then?
So I'm a passive fire protection engineer.
Okay.
I work 8 hours a day on site.
Wow, 8 hours a day, yeah.
Yeah, and it's always been like a dream of mine to set up a business and have something of myself coming in. Obviously, I'm not the best educated person out there, but since reaching out to yourself and using proven systems of work, I think I know quite a lot more about property than what the average person does now.
Well, one thing I would say with you is you've managed to do what most people take 2 years to do in literally 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So what I see in you that really impresses me is, okay, you might not know everything, but that's not stopped you from taking action.
No, exactly.
There's people out there who know way more than you, but they've not done anything.
Yeah. And then that's the thing, because obviously I'm on a construction site 8 hours a day, and obviously it's quite hard for me to set up a business because obviously all my time goes into that.
Right.
But obviously doing this now, it's not taking up a lot of time. So I'm able to do this as well on the side as well as carry on with my job. Obviously, the main goal is to have a fair rent to rent, so I can give up my day-to-day job and focus on property. So at the minute it's perfect because I got a wage coming in off this property, and obviously I got a wage coming in off the company I work for as well. So it just works perfectly, man. I think anyone thinking that they want to get into business or property, is definitely a proven way that works.
Yeah.
And I think that is doing your training, being part of the university as well. That's massively helped.
Yeah.
It's good.
What is it about the university then that's helped you?
So obviously, like with the university, we get the group chats. We can speak in there as well. So you're speaking between different property investors and stuff like that. Obviously, the courses that's in the university as well. The quick rent to rent and stuff like that.
Rent to rent fast lane, yeah.
Sorry, the rent to rent.
The quick rent to rent. Might be a better name. I might change it. A quick rent to rent.
Yeah, so the Airbnb fast
Few years a quick rent to rent with you. It was 2 weeks.
Exactly,
I usually tell people it takes a bit longer than 2 weeks.
Yeah, so obviously we've studied that now. And then once we've mastered that, then obviously we're going to move on to other courses in the university as well.
Because you've got the BRR in there as well, property recycle system.
Exactly.
So you're taking it step by step.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. So you mentioned about being in the community and having the support, which is really important. I always say your network is your net worth, right?
100%.
You got the property so fast, and I told you to set up the listing straight away, didn't I? Because what most people do is they wait till they got the keys to set up the listing. You didn't do that. You did the opposite.
We done the opposite.
You set it up before it was ready.
Correct.
But the listing was so popular that you got bookings before you picked up the keys, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I think 6 of our bookings were before we picked up the keys.
6?
6, yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
So what did you do then? You know, having access to the community and the group, what did you do? Because, you know, you either have to cancel those bookings or you have to find another accommodation for them.
Yeah, so I reached out to Rin to see if he had space in his calendar. So that's another great thing about the university as well, that you're in there with people that's got other Airbnbs.
Yeah.
So if you need to cancel on someone, which I don't like doing, but at least then you can provide them with another accommodation.
Yeah.
And being in the university, we know who we're passing these people on to.
Yeah.
So you're not passing them on to some shit host or like something like that. I know who the host is, so then I can trust my client with him.
Yeah, and you get penalised as well if you don't pass the booking on, don't you? If you just cancel the booking and it's your fault, then you're going to get a penalty.
Of course.
But for you to be able to pass that booking on, that means the Rin's going to get paid.
Yeah.
You're not going to lose money.
No.
And the guest is happy because they've got another accommodation. It's literally around the corner.
Exactly.
Because a lot of the operators in Mumbles are in the university.
Yeah.
So you can just pass the booking.
Yeah.
And one thing as well that I teach people is the arbitrage method, where you can literally just get bookings and pass them on to other people, charge a little bit more on top and pay the other person what they want, and you keep your bit on top.
Yeah,
so if you get a month-long booking and the person says, I'll give you $3,000, and Rin only wants 2.5 because that's how much he needs in order to make a profit, you say, no worries, here's the booking. You charge £3,000. Rin gets his 2,500, and you keep the middle.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool, right?
So it's a win-win as well,
it's a win-win because Rin needs the booking, he wants the booking. I don't know if he needs the booking because it was difficult for it to even get a booking, wasn't it? Because this is such a popular area.
It is.
So you say about you work 8 hours.
Yeah.
What would you say to people then who don't think they can do Airbnb or rent to rent because it's a full-time business in of itself? They really want to get started, but they don't think they can and keep their day job. What would you say to those people?
Well, I'd just say, just don't even think too much into it. Just get up and do it. Like, obviously, I didn't just get up and do it myself. Obviously, I reached out to yourself and I wanted to get the right training and follow the right process to do that.
What about the time thing, though? Like, is this something where people can do this rent to rent and have a full-time job?
Oh, definitely, 100%. Like, I'm doing it at the minute, and like I done it within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have a little help of my partner, but not like massively. Like, most of it is done by myself. Yeah. So anyone thinking of it, they should just go ahead and do it, man.
Yeah. And I've met your partner because initially when we spoke, I told you you could come down to my house and we spend the day together setting up your business.
Yeah.
And finding your ideal guest avatar, right?
Yeah.
So figuring out who's going to stay at the property, who do we already know, and you brought your partner down,
Yeah.
and we managed to figure out, she works in NHS, doesn't she?
She does, yeah.
So she knows women who need accommodation, who are struggling.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty cool. So rather than your partner being ejected into it, she was really on board, and she was helping you a lot by the sounds of it.
Massively helping. Like the teamwork we got is crazy. Like soon as the bookings come on, either she's on or I'm on it.
Right.
So it does help having a partner, because like I could be like doing something and she might not be doing something. So then we can balance off each other.
So I'm with Emily now, who's Marcus's partner, and really cool for you to come down as well. You've obviously been in my house as well, so I met you previously. What was your whole opinion on Marcus going ahead and doing the training with me?
Yeah, so like I said, that first day I came down and met you, obviously I was like quite apprehensive, and I was quite asking a lot of questions just to kind of get more knowledge on the situation, because I just felt it was going to be too much of a stressful process. Didn't really know a lot about it. Felt like it was going to be a large financial commitment and quite a timely commitment. But obviously the further we've been delving into it and learning through your platform and all the educational videos we've been watching, we've managed to realise it isn't actually that much of a timely commitment, and we can do it quite remotely, really. And as long as your setup is done and that part is there, which obviously you taught us how to do and worked with us closely on that, we were able to get it set up quite quickly. And from that point then, really, it kind of just rolls itself on the Airbnb platform we've got set up. And in regards to the financial side, obviously we felt lucky having it fully furnished.
Yeah.
So that took a large financial commitment straight away from the beginning, so that was a bit of luck there as well.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? So I think that's really cool that you came down with Marcus, because I wasn't expecting it. I think I thought Marcus was just coming down. I knew that he had a partner, and sometimes the partners are a little bit unsure on it, and I'll tell you the reason why. It's because you'd never actually spoken to me before.
No.
You didn't know exactly what it was. So then Marcus has to explain it to you, and he's not going to be able to explain it to you as well as I am.
It's like Chinese whispers through.
Yeah, he's going to say, I did this, I paid this amount, and you're going to hear the amount, and just immediately alarm bells sometimes start ringing. What was that conversation like then? When he told you how much he'd invested, what was the reaction from you?
So it was more like concern rather than anything, because obviously it's putting your trust in someone that you've never met before, but then obviously he told me how long he'd been following your channel and seeing other videos of other people that were speaking positively of you as well. So that was a bit of trust, but then just obviously meeting you in person, it does build that kind of relationship then, doesn't it? Where you can put a bit more trust into someone and follow the process then a bit more confidently.
It does, doesn't it? Like when you came down, I thought it was great because you were coming out with some really good ideas about who we could potentially put into the property.
Yeah.
So for everybody that doesn't know, the process is when I'm looking at working with people, the first thing I want to know really is, who's your guest going to be? What sort of people would you like to have staying in the property?
Yeah.
Now, not everybody can come up with somebody. Some people just want anybody to stay at the property. However, you mentioned that you work with the NHS.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you know someone who she deals with a lot of these women who've suffered domestic abuse, and they need to get away from home temporarily, to get away from their partner, get away from a bad situation.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Because I thought that was really interesting and a really cool way for you to bring what you're doing with the NHS and what Marcus is doing and bring it together nicely.
Yeah, definitely. So there's obviously like a massive gap in the market for temporary accommodation within specifically mental health services and domestic abuse services. Because obviously there's massive delays of discharge from hospital where people can't get moved on because they haven't got that temporary accommodation till they find their forever home. Or there's people that are needing that temporary accommodation away from potential harmful or risky situation. And there's just not enough of those around, particularly in Wales as a whole. So a lot of people get outsourced to England and then they're away from other support networks that could be beneficial to them. So there is a massive gap really around here locally that needs to be filled with temporary accommodation.
So potentially these properties that you're taking on, you and Marcus together, you could be bringing the women that need the stays. he's getting the properties, and you're working together and you're collaborating.
Yeah.
To make the business even better.
Definitely, and when it comes to a health need, there's always going to be health need, so that market is never kind of going to go away, because there's always going to be need for it.
Mm-hmm. And I think when people come and they think, oh, Airbnb and rent, they think, oh, holiday only. I mean, we're in a seaside town, right? We're in a location where it's tourists and things. Do you think that this could be a good accommodation for some of those women? Is this somewhere that could work?
Yeah, definitely, and obviously the location as well. It's obviously very peaceful. It's away from lots of crowded areas. It's quite tucked away, even though it's on the beachfront. It is still tucked away, so you've got that privacy as well.
Yeah, it is.
So you would feel quite secure in these types of homes and environments.
Yeah, it feels like a safe community.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, cool. So out of the two, then, which are you thinking more for? Then are you thinking more tourists in this place, or do you think that, oh, this could be a really good fit? And how do you go about deciding which type of client you're going to get here?
I feel it's all just probably will come with it, probably expanding the business and getting more rent-to-rents and more Airbnbs, and then just liaising with different health boards, different councils, and kind of sussing those different types of situations out first, really.
Yeah, so what will you do then? Will you take this property and present it to someone you know and say, oh, is this good? Or will you find out whether it's the right fit before you pick up the keys? What's the process?
Yeah, so you'd probably find out if it was the right fit before you pick up the keys. So you'd probably have to check out security of the area and things like that as well for a lot of these patients. So that's something you'd have to obviously see first with your own eyes, really, if you felt it was going to be a comfy, secure place for that person to be. And then obviously it would be reaching out then and presenting the property then to different health boards, different companies, different care agencies, and getting their feedback on it.
Yeah, well, that's really cool. And you've got a property already, so when you're reaching out to people, you can say, we've already got a property, we're looking to take on more, and this is what we're looking to do. What properties have you got available? You can say that confidently, coming from a place where you've already started, rather than you're a brand new company and you haven't got any properties. So I love that idea.
Sort of having that future plan as well then, isn't it, to build and progress and also help people. So
yeah, that's why I love the idea so much. When you come down and you just said it, like we were brainstorming on the whiteboard, and you said that, oh, it's perfect. So I'm really hoping that we can do another video soon where we talk about how you've been able to provide accommodation for women who are struggling.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
And how cool will that be? What an inspiring story.
And rewarding as well, you know, it'd be really rewarding. So
it will, won't it? Yeah. I'm really excited about that. So definitely keep up with the journey, because in a few weeks' time or a few months' time, a few weeks with you guys, because they're so fast, you know, you guys may have taken on many more properties and provided accommodation for women that are needing accommodation. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah, cool.